that final drive, and where does that rank as far as you being able to execute something in that situation?
Yeah, I told him we're going to go win this game. Honestly, I said it after the interception. Just having faith and trust in the defense, knowing that those guys are going to go out there and make a play. And then once they did that, us having the opportunity, told them one play at a time, heighten the focus, and that's something that I'm always remind the guys. But just hey, we're going to win this game. Don't blink, and none of those guys did. You could tell in their eyes they believed it. A couple of them said it themselves. And yeah, it was a great one. I mean, obviously it's the NFL. It was a tough game. Didn't play our best by any means, and we had an opportunity right there, 2 minutes left, and went and got it done. And at the end of the day, that's all it's about is capturing wins, and we're able to get this one.
Dak Torrey, Epstein, Yahoo Sports. On that same note, I think Dalton said Zach came into the huddle with a smile, and you said something like, "I love that energy, Zach." Can you take us through that moment going into the last drive and just what the energy of the guys was?
Yeah, Zach was smiling. Yeah, and I just walked. Yeah. You got to love it. You got to love these moments. You got to love being in that position. If you don't, you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be in that huddle. Damn sure not with the guys that we have and the culture and the things that we're building and we're trying to accomplish. But yeah, I mean, Zach was smiling. I was excited. We're always excited. Who cares what's happened these last 58 minutes of this game? We've got 2 minutes to go get a win and erase everything that's happened before this in a sense. And it took everybody to do their individual jobs, heighten their focus, as I said. And that's what we were able to do, and it was a great finish.
Were the Texans defending y'all differently than teams prior, or what do you think was going on with some of the deflected passes?
I think that's just part of their part of what they want, part of what they're trying to do. I mean, playing soft zones, making you throw in tight windows. Guys know that, so they're more heads up to jump, try to get hands on the ball, and that's their whole deal is getting turnovers. And obviously, we gave them a couple, made it hard for us. I made it hard for the team and giving them a couple. But yeah, when you're able to go 2 minutes right there, something that we practice a couple times a week, and everybody focus and understanding that's what we're going to go do and what we need to do to go win this game. Yeah, it's the NFL. It's the NFL. I mean, after the game, they asked me about taking the cheese, and I said, hey, man, it's the NFL. Give this team credit. One loss or not, those guys that came out there and they played hard. They played hard all 4 quarters, and yeah, we were just able to give our best in the last 2 minutes and finish it.
What were they doing, though, in the first 58? I mean, Mike and Jerry said they were showing you coverage and doing things they hadn't done before, Joe hadn't seen before, and Mike said that it's something other teams may copy.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit of we know that they had a decent disguise and coming into the game, but however, they're going to get to a couple of coverages. I feel like they added a couple of more tonight. And just, yeah, when you do that and against and you haven't shown that on film, gives you a heads up there. So whether it be the play calling that maybe wasn't the best at the time, my reads were half a bit slower because they disguised it well and got to some that they haven't been in. But for us, it's about understanding that, yeah, we may get that more, as Coach said, and just understanding that we've got to execute. Sometimes we got to not try to fit the ball in tight windows and create those tip passes and too many balls up in the air, and that's what they want. So I just can't give them that opportunity.
On the second interception, in the fourth quarter, and are you starting to worry about the interceptions? It's the first time in your career you've had 9 interceptions in your first 9 games.
9 for 9?
Yeah. 9 for 8.
Yeah, I'm damn sure not a fan of that. I think y'all guys know that. It's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. If you go back and all of them, yeah, some were miscommunication in the past games. Tonight, first one, tried to fit it in too tight of a window. I don't even know if Noah necessarily saw it. You know what I mean? Guy tried to get a hand on it. Ball pops up in the air. The second one, my arm got hit. Yeah, unfortunate on some of them, but we've got to find a way. I've got to find a way to take better care of the ball. But yeah, damn right, it's frustrating. No, it's not something that I've ever been okay with and never will be okay with. But I'm not going to not be aggressive, as I said. I've worked too hard. This team's worked too hard, created too great of a chemistry for me to to not be aggressive and to not try to make the throws that I know I can make, but damn sure I've got to be smarter and just weigh the risk versus the reward in a split second. And that's just part of my preparation and something that I promise I'll clean up.
Michael.
Michael Gelkin, Dallas Morning News. What did JP's presence mean at right tackle on that final drive?
Yeah, it was awesome. A guy that comes in, hadn't played right tackle since '05, but a veteran and a gold jacket veteran. So you have no worries when he comes in, and wherever he has to fill in and do his job, you know that his expectations and his standards are to the highest, and he's going to go and give it his all. And that's all you can ask for a guy like that. And he's just contributed so much to this team, just in his presence throughout the locker room and the games that he's come in and played. The series that he's come in and he's played, we scored on majority of those. And obviously coming in right there and right tackle in that final drive did exactly what he needed to do to give me some time, allow us to take some opportunities down the field.
So much earlier.
Oh, definitely. I think really it was part of the message. I talked about the finish last week. Obviously, we know what that looked like, but I think today is clearly a fourth quarter finish that will pay dividends, during the course of the season. I'm talking about December, January football. So, I mean, this is why you do 2 minute every day. The composure of, we had a number of guys get injured today. So I don't know if Tad is taking you through that. So, I mean, just a lot going on the sidelines. I thought the communication was excellent. I thought the players that had to stepped up, and guys just kept fighting. Yes, we can sit here and talk about all the things that didn't go right, and I get it. But at the end of the day, you have to go win the game in the fourth quarter, and we did that today with the stops on defense, and obviously the 2 minute drive with the offense.
Tim Calshon, Dallas Morning News. Of those things that didn't go right, was there a point in the game where you thought either this team's not ready, or this is going to be tougher than it should be, or than we thought it was going to be?
I just think it's the reality of the National Football League, and that was really part of our message this week is don't take the cheese, and don't take the cheese. A big part of that is the expectations of everybody else, because of the way you played the week before, because of your record versus your record, and that's where you get in trouble. I'm a huge believer in preparation and the path through that and how it takes you into the game. But we've all been there. I've seen preparation that was not so good and we played great, and I've seen preparation where it was outstanding and didn't play so good. So there's no absolutes there. But the message I'm saying is we had a really good week of preparation. I would measure this week better than last week. So that's that. I just think the thing, we had a couple chances early, and I think when you get into these type of games, if you can make the big plays early, I think the game goes down a different path. But every game has ebb and flow. This is how we coach it, talk it, walk it, and you're always going to have counters. There's always usually 30 big plays in a game. They had 9, we had 8 at halftime. So we were -1 in that area. And then to me, that was really the tail of the tape. And I just think with the injuries, the way our guys kept battling, and it came down to the situation that we put a tremendous amount of effort into. That's why we talk about resilience, adversity, advancement, all those things. And sorry for a very long answer, but I'm just so disappointed you guys aren't still talking with Jerry. I just can't get it out of my head. But that's what I think about that.
Mike Todorch with ESPN. What were your thoughts on